Chapter 21. A vengeance never delayed overnight. Draping his Taoist robe over his shoulders, strapping his demon-slaying sword and 5 spirit talismans to his waist, Fang Han stepped out the door brimming with confidence. After 20 days of training, he had disregarded life and death, cared nothing for victory or defeat, endured the agony of being sliced piece by piece day and night, and finally completely refined all the medicinal power of the 9 apertures golden elixir. A thick, dense protective membrane had grown beneath the skin of his body. His physical strength had increased drastically, he was unrivaled in valor, and had already reached the 8th divine valor realm of the mortal physique. Breaking through to the 8th level of the mortal physique marked another limit breakthrough for the human body. The most distinctive hallmark was the thick layer of flesh membrane growing beneath the skin, tough as oxhide and superb at withstanding blows. Otherwise, how could the realm be called divine valor in the first place? What was even more remarkable was that even among other powerhouses at the divine valor realm, the membrane in Fang Han's body was twice as thick as theirs. That meant Fang Han's physique, his ability to withstand strikes, and his stamina all far outmatched cultivators of the same realm. This formidable physique was a gift from the 9 apertures golden elixir. The 9 apertures golden elixir was refined by Emperor Huangquan, the great emperor of the demonic sect. It was a pill that fortified the core and nurtured the foundation, capable of pushing a cultivator straight into the mysterious power realm. But Fang Han's original foundation was far too shallow, so the medicinal power could not push him all the way to the mysterious power realm. What it did give him was a far more solid and powerful foundation than any other cultivator could ever possess. The more solid and stable your foundation, the higher your chance of breaking through to the mysterious power realm. Moreover, after you cultivated the mysterious power, a strong mortal physique meant your magical power would also be more formidable than that of ordinary experts, and you would also live a longer life. Today, he would definitely have his revenge. He would pay back Prince Bao for the palm that had blasted him. A gentleman takes revenge after 10 years, but a petty man never lets it wait overnight. Fang Han was no gentleman. Born of low status, he was clearly a petty man, so he ached to repay every wrong the moment it was done, could not wait even a single night. Now he had waited a full 20 days, the resentment in his heart had swollen to cover the sky and the earth, and even all the water of the 5 lakes and 4 seas could not wash it away. His steps were powerful, he moved like a roaming dragon and pouncing tiger, and soon arrived at Xianxia Courtyard. Xianxia Courtyard was the gathering place for all disciples of Yuhua sect. It held an enormous, majestic square, 10 li in circumference, dotted with towering coiled dragon huabiao pillars. White clouds curled around the huabiao, a gentle heavenly breeze blew, giving the whole place the air of a gathering of immortals. The square was 8 to 10 times larger than the court square where hundreds of officials paid homage to the emperor before the palace of the Great Li Dynasty. Normally the square was quiet and empty, but now it was buzzing with noise, crowded with Yuhua sect disciples all clad in their Taoist robes. Fang Han wove through the crowd, searching for Hongyi Princess and Lu Kang. Among the hundreds of thousands of disciples of Yuhua sect, these 2 were the only ones he knew well. He needed to stick with them, alone he could achieve nothing, and it would be very hard to survive and grab any benefits in the coming mission. Fang Han, over here. A soft voice called out. He turned quickly around, and saw Hongyi Princess standing under a huabiao beckoning to him. He squeezed his way over at once and asked, "Where are Prince Bao and the other imperial children of the Great Li Dynasty?" Lu Kang went to contact them. Xianxia Courtyard is so crowded right now it's impossible to find anyone. We'll wait until the elders give their speech. Hongyi Princess looked Fang Han over, her eyes widening slightly. You've broken through another realm? This progress is simply too fast, it can't be real. Even the most talented genius couldn't break through a whole realm in just 20 days. The pill you took isn't just the gallbladder of a single horned viper, is it? I'd guess it's something like the Yin-Yang longevity elixir, that legendary miraculous medicine. Hongyi Princess had an extraordinarily sharp eye. After all, she had once been a gold medal killer of Nianhong Pavilion. Fang Han had told her he had swallowed the gallbladder of a single horned viper, which gave him his extraordinary natural talent and tough physique. He had used the same lie on Fang Qingxue, but Hami Princess was obviously not as easy to fool as Fang Qingxue. He coughed awkwardly in response. Forget it, everyone has their own secrets. Seeing Fang Han only cough awkwardly, Hami Princess waved a hand. It was true, every outer disciple came from a powerful clan or noble house. Which of them didn't have their own little secrets? Take Prince Bao of the Great Li Dynasty for example. He knew a martial art from Wangwixian Island, one of the 10 righteous immortal sects. That was obviously far more than the simple the dynasty collected many martial arts he claimed. How could Hami Princess herself not have her own secrets? Fang Han already knew that in Yuhua sect, no matter if you were an outer disciple or inner disciple, as long as you hadn't cultivated to the mysterious power realm, the sect wouldn't pry too much into your secrets. Only true disciples were the core of Yuhua sect. Rip! Just at that moment, a tremendously powerful sword roar rang out from the distant clouds in the sky, cutting through the clouds and scattering them, clearing out a large patch of open sky. After that, 5 Taoists slowly flew down from the clear sky. The 5 Taoists did not ride cranes. Instead, each stood on a sheet of colored mist, bright light radiating from their whole bodies, their chi energy surging up to touch the stars. They looked far more imposing than riding cranes, and carried the true air of celestial immortals from the heavens. These are elders from the Yuhua Celestial Palace. Hami Princess watched the 5 elders flying over on colored mist and precious chi, and a look of envy flashed in her eyes. The 5 elders slowly descended onto the immortal platform in the middle of Xianxia Courtyard Square, and instantly the huge crowd of disciples fell dead silent. The immortal platform stood 18 jang tall, rising like a solitary mountain. It was where Yuhua sect elders stood to address inner and outer disciples, and issue sect orders. Blue Moon Kingdom in the vast Hanhai Desert has been attacked by sand bandits. Among them are remnants of the subterranean demons, part of a conspiracy by the demon and demonic sections. Many of you have already heard of this. This time Yuhua sect sends you out, first to resolve the crisis of Blue Moon Kingdom, second to let you go out and temper yourselves. Outer disciples who perform well in this expedition will earn a spot to be promoted to inner disciple. Inner disciples who perform well and break through to the mysterious power realm will be promoted to true disciples. Even if you do not break through to the mysterious power realm, if you kill any of the troublemakers behind this incident, the Demon Shen sect disciple Little Immortal Wolf Wang Molan, the Heavenly Demon sect Little Vixen Fox, the 6 Desire Demon sect's Pink Crown Prince, you will be rewarded with 1 Inyan Longevity Elixir. An elder wearing a purple Dao robe, with threads of electric light coiling all over his body and holding a floating dust, suddenly spoke. Every word hit like thunder, rolling through the air and reaching the ears of every single Yuhua sect discipled. If any of you think your cultivation is not ready, that you are not fit to go slay demons and temper yourselves, you may stay behind at the sect and continue your cultivation. Another elder spoke. The path of immortal cultivation is full of thorns and brambles. Once you step onto this road, life and death are both out of your hands. But only by tempering yourself between life and death, seeing through the great terror that lies between life and death, can you awaken your mind and soul, cultivate magical power and divine ability. The path forward is yours to choose. As soon as the speech ended, the 5 elders rose slowly into the air from the immortal platform and vanished. The moment the 5 elders who had delivered the message left, all the disciples burst into heated discussion, like a pot boiling over. 1 Inyan Longevity Elixir. Legend says this pill is made from 3,681 different immortal herbs, refined for 30 years in the Tao artifact Thundercloud Heavenly Wind Furnace by the sect leader Sovereign himself. 1 pill adds 60 years of lifespan, and helps a cultivator break into the mysterious power realm. The sect leader Sovereign has only refined 6 pills total, each is a rare treasure, a treasure that holds the sect together. And now they are offering it as a reward. It looks like Little Immortal Wolf, Little Vixen Fox, and Pink Crown Prince are as good as dead. All the inner disciples on the Mountain River list will definitely make a move for it. Hami Princess's eyes suddenly sharpened, then she gave a self-deprecating smile. Killing those people is easier said than done? All of them are top disciples of the demon and demonic sects, cunning and treacherous, and rumored to have precious artifacts in their hands. I'm afraid most people will end up being killed by them instead of slaying the demons. Little Immortal Wolf, Little Vixen Fox, Pink Crown Prince, who are these people exactly? Fang Han asked. Those imperial princes of the Great Li Dynasty definitely have complete information on these people, Hami Princess said. Now that the sect has offered the Yinyang longevity elixir as a reward, thousands of inner disciples will be eager to go, especially the experts on the Mountain River list. They are the most terrifying. What is the Mountain River list? Fang Han realized how little he still knew. The Mountain River list ranks the top 10 most outstanding inner disciples. They wield powerful spiritual artifacts, even precious artifacts, and though they haven't broken into the mysterious power realm, their strength is almost equal to that of true disciples. The moment they break through to the mysterious power realm, they become true disciples immediately. Hami Princess explained patiently. By this time, all the disciples in Xianxia Courtyard Square began to disperse, gathering in groups of 3 or 5 to discuss the expedition to Blue Moon Kingdom in the Hanhai Desert. Blue Moon Kingdom in the Hanhai Desert was more than 10,000 li away from Yuhua Mountain. Even the fastest thoroughbred, running day and night, would take 10 days and 10 nights to get there. But Yuhua sect disciples all had their own methods. Using a horse was the lowest grade method, and those who did that were basically just going to the expedition to die. For disciples with proper means, the 10,000 li journey would only take 7 or 8 days, and those who could fly on cranes could get there in 2 or 3 days, with time to rest along the way. There you are. The Great Li Imperial Group have been waiting. They've pulled together quite a few experts this time. Lu Kang walked over from the distance. Let's go. Seeing Lu Kang arrive, Fang Han turned at once and followed him towards the distance. Outside Xianxia Courtyard, in an elegant small courtyard, he saw the several Great Li Imperial disciples, along with 3 or 4 other young men and women. Prince Bao was right there among them. Lu Kang, you brought them. Perfect. When Prince Bao saw Lu Kang lead Hami Princess and Fang Han over, his gaze flicked over to Fang Han. I have some trivial tasks for you two to handle just now. Trivial tasks? Fang Han laughed loudly. Prince Bao, let's settle the score between you and me first.